Hi, I'm Catherine Diorio. This week on Check Please, pianist Sumito Ariyoshi says he knows a family-run fixture where decades of delicious food is just one of the many keys to its longtime success. But account rep Katie Johnson says if you want a wonderful, creative take on breakfast, she knows a spot where you can always shake up your morning routine. But first, laborer Joe Battaglia says he knows an amazing place that nails it every time. He says for wonderful wine and a sensational Spanish meal, head to the West Loop and join him at Salero.
I like to say we have some of the best food on the block. We're a modern Spanish restaurant. We touch from north to south and east to west in all of Spain. We do tapas to tasting menus. The Spanish cuisine is going to be the rice, the pig, and the pepper. And so Christopher, our wine director, likes to pick out wines that will match the food. So he and Chef Ashley will get together, discuss what's going to be on the menu this week or next week so that he can be prepared to bring in the wines that pair best with those dishes. We want people to feel comfortable and casual. There's nothing high-end. We don't want to be too formal in any way whatsoever. Everybody's just feeling like they're just hanging out for the day. I'd like them to walk away saying that that food was so delicious that in 3 days they're thinking about it again.
So Joe, you say Salero is your soulmate. Tell us why you chose it.
I chose it because it's great every time. The food is flavorful. The quality is outstanding. The owner, Franco, is a great person, genuine class act. The chef, Ashley, his technique in the kitchen is insane. The concoctions that he puts together, coming up with different things every time, pairing up different ingredients that you wouldn't normally think would be together, but he just throws his own twist to it and it knocks it out every time.
I loved it. I went with girlfriends on a Friday night. We had an 8 o'clock reservation. I was really excited to try it. I don't have too much experience with Spanish food, but I enjoyed it. It was great. I would say it was definitely modern Spanish food. The environment, like the ambiance and decor, I like that too. Sure. It's kind of like a rustic chic. Which was nice. Everybody in the restaurant were having a great time with friends, family, a lot of couples too. Fun atmosphere, people having a good time, enjoying their company and enjoying their food.
Sure.
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
And Aryo, what'd you think?
Yeah, it's kind of, first of all, it's kind of downtown. It's kind of rich people area. It looks like, but it's kind of taste. I've been in Spain, the Basque.
Which is
it's
the Basque
right?
region. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of tastes kind of too rich sometimes. But here, this is a very good restaurant, very good taste.
Yeah, they put a
because
lot of great things
yeah,
together.
I saw the shishito. Shishito is very traditional Japanese.
Yeah.
Vegetable. It's like a pepper.
Right.
Did you like the way they did them there?
Yeah, and a korokke.
Croquettes?
Yeah.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
It's very popular in Japan too. I mean, dishing, it's very important. Yeah, presentation, the arrangement.
You eat first with your eyes.
And the sea bass is a perfect cut.
So lots of attention then to detail.
Yeah, not too salty. Perfect.
Perfect.
I think
Balanced
perfect.
flavors that you like.
Looks perfect and tastes perfect.
What I really enjoy is the baby octopus. It's served on a bed of, it's a tortilla, a squid ink tortilla. And you're looking at it, if you didn't know about it, you're looking at it, you're like, okay, am I supposed to eat this thing or not? But once you crack it open and you eat it, you don't want to share it, you hog it. You know what I mean?
Ashley worked at Alinea for a period of time, which is modernist cuisine. And the Basque region is one of those regions where they pioneered kind of the Spanish avant-garde style of cooking. And I think, the octopus that you're talking about is very representative of that, with kind of these different, unique accompaniments to very traditional ingredients.
It's like a scientist in the kitchen, just mixing stuff, and it's just, you're rolling the dice, but he's obviously not crapping out, he's hitting it every time. He's hitting it every time.
So we started out with the heirloom tomatoes, loved that. We also had the burrata appetizer. That was
one with
so
burrata?
great.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Loved it.
Yeah.
And then we had the sweetbreads. That was really good too. The artesian cheese plate.
Jesus.
That was great. We had the chicken and the short ribs. That glaze was tart but sweet. Excellent. And then we ended with the flan, and I kept hearing like online, you have to get the flan, and it was so
You
good.
didn't try the churros?
No, we didn't do that. We were a little full.
They're just, every bite, you just want more. The stuffed quail with chorizo.
Kind of one of their signature dishes.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Pairing those two together is just like, oh my God. And the lobster with the bomba rice, the manila clams, the different flavoring in there is just fantastic.
So Ario, you went with one of your friends. Who would you take there?
It's like a special occasion, like a birthday, a celebration as a graduate, and some. It's a very special occasion because it's a best food, but for me it's like more French. Actually, French restaurant is more expensive. It's reasonable, but still casual.
But the quality is
Quality is best.
quality.
I've actually got a simso from the south of France that I think works really, really beautifully with it.
Joe, you say you like to leave yourself in your server's hands when it comes to choosing the wines.
Of course, I mean, it's just like anything else. I mean, certain things pair better with different dishes. And I don't know who you guys had for a server, but Andrew, the server there, I mean, he's great. Right off the bat, like whatever you're having or whatever you're thinking about having, he'll just come right at you. Okay, well, I think this is gonna fit with this, and you know what I mean? So he's on top of it.
Do you feel that way too?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Actually, my one friend, she got a red wine that she didn't care for. She thought it was too sweet. The waitress knew immediately. Took it off the bill, got her a sangria, all good.
Well, Joe, you chose Salero. Sum it up for us.
It's amazing every time.
Katie?
I would say flavorful food in a fun neighborhood.
And Ario?
Very elegant, very gorgeous, but still casual.
You can try the octopus and more at Salero, 621 West Randolph Street, 312-466-1000. Open for dinner Monday through Saturday. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $50. Sumito Ariyoshi's pick is one of the few restaurants in the Chicago area that can stack up to the amazing food in Japan. He says for unique dishes and a symphony of flavors, join him for the wonders of Sankyu.
It's kind of like a quiet nook hidden in Mount Prospect. Very traditional, as if they stepped into a little shop in Tokyo. So izakaya is obviously the style of the restaurant. In Japanese, it's kind of like almost like a tapas, so a lot of small dishes. So we have a vast array of different appetizers available. Ramen, sushi, udon. And on top of that, we have a lot of what they call the yakitori.
Or drink. Sometimes whiskey, like everybody whiskey. Sometimes shochu, Japanese shochu is a favorite.
Sometimes, family businesses can be tough, but it's fun. It's good because I get to be with him.
Oh, he's very nice. So they help us. Yeah.
Definitely a lot of memories here.
もしシカゴに来られた時がありましたら、ぜひうちの店をご覧になって来ていただけるといいと思います。日本と同じような感覚で楽しめるんじゃないかなと思います。
So Ario, you say you always feel welcome at Sankyu. Why'd you choose it?
The food is good. I'm just say good because real food in Japan, each region has different taste, different flavor. So if I can find out, it's my area I grown up, it's Kyoto. It's like hometown.
Very beautiful city.
Thanks. It's a little light taste, but most of the Japanese restaurants in the Chicago area is kind of little, kind of too rich, kind of too strong, sometimes too salty. But izakaya, Sankyu, they have their over, maybe close to 100 kind of a types that they have. So you can choose, or you can find out any good food for you.
Very
each
big
one.
menu.
Yeah, big menu.
Something for everyone.
There's a
Range of
lot
two,
on
right?
that menu,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh, I'm looking all over the
Yeah.
place. But the first waitress we had, she didn't speak too good of English, and I was asking her questions about certain things, and she got scared right away, and she just walked away. And I was sitting there, and I'm like waiting for an answer, and I look, and she's gone. And then another lady came that was, good with English, and she basically explained everything. And we got the skewers. She brought out a combination of them all. Personally, I mean, maybe that's the tradition. There's certain things that they brought out. I mean, I'm not used to that, you know what I mean? So it was like the skin, the tail, and the cartilage, and the gizzards.
Oh my God.
And I just, the cartilage, I was just like, okay, I wasn't a fan of them. I wasn't a fan of them. But again, I mean, that's just my opinion. It could be a tradition in Japan if that's what they appreciate,
This is a real Japanese. I mean, every time I bring my guests, I say, "Oh man, this is welcome Japan," or come back to Japan.
We thought it was great. I went with my dad and sister because they're very adventurous, like sushi eaters, and we thought it was great. We loved it. We got the California roll, the crazy roll, which was crazy good, the avocado roll, tuna roll. We got a ton of stuff. For my entree, I had the chicken teriyaki, and it came with potato salad, and that was like the best potato salad ever. And our server, she was so good. She suggested the spaghetti salad, which I guess is kind of similar to a pasta salad. Oh my God, it was so good.
But I'm sorry, the point is not this one. I'm talking about, this is not a sushi restaurant. This is not normal.
But their sushi.
I know. They just started. I know they started for the business, I think.
Yeah.
But because
Ario, I have a question. If someone was going to go there and you wanted them to have an authentic izakaya experience, name a few things you think they should order from the menu.
like yellowtail collar with a head.
The hamachi
It's
collar?
got a hamachi collar, yeah. It's a lot of meat. Like you need technique to dig in with the chopstick.
Right.
We have today's special menu.
But it's all in Japanese, right?
Or Japanese, and you need
Yeah.
someone
I
to
know.
explain. You can ask the waitress. They're very nice to explain.
Very nice people.
Yeah,
Very.
right.
When she suggested that spaghetti salad, I was like, bring it over. And then she said to mix it with potato salad, and I did. And I was like, you are spot on. Thank you.
You using a chopstick or
I'm
knife and
not
fork?
very good at that.
Me
I've
either.
tried multiple times, and I think I'm just like a lost cause at that. So I asked
fork
for a
works for me.
fork.
No,
Yeah.
no, actually, sushi is very formal to eat with the hand.
hands.
Yeah, with
That's
the
what my
finger.
dad was telling me.
Roll sushi is not in Japan. Most of the roll sushi is created in here.
Is right.
It's like
So,
a,
Ario,
like a
is a California roll? Do you think you're going to find that? Are you going to find that in Kyoto?
very, very hard to find out California roll in Kyoto. Kyoto sushi is very different too. So.
This restaurant's been open since the mid-'80s.
Oh, wow.
And there's a large Japanese population in
Used
Mount
to be,
Prospect
yes.
in that area.
And plus, decorating inside the interior is same exactly in Japan. So it's getting more relaxed.
Oh, so you could sit on the floor, which
You sit on the floor?
Well, no, we didn't. I wanted to because since I went with my dad and my sister,
sure.
my dad can't really get on the floor. He's like 6'6", 350 with like a busted knee. So there was like no way he was getting down, but
One other thing that I think is interesting that's very traditional about izakaya Sankyu is that if you order the large format sake or soju bottles, much like they'll do in Japan, they'll actually hold your bottle for you. So if you go back regularly, you don't have to drink it all in one go.
You can keep it, right?
You can keep it
You
there.
put in the name, you can come back and ask to order it.
Put it in the vault.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bowl.
Yeah.
Well, Ario, you chose Sankyu. Sum it up for us.
It's my hometown. It's like a home. Exactly.
Katie?
traditional Japanese food at an excellent price.
Okay. And Joe?
Great flavor, traditional as well, great price as well.
You can experience the authentic Japanese dining at Sankyu, 1176 South Elmhurst Road in Mount Prospect, 847-228-5539. Open for lunch Monday through Saturday and dinner every day. Reservations are accepted and the average tab per person without drinks is $20.
At the Bar is made possible in part by the dining destinations of DuPage County. Visit discoverdupage.com/dining for more information.
Hey everybody, my name is Dan Rook from Southwater Kitchen. Today we're at the bar making a cocktail called the Swedish Seed. It's basically a play on a classic sour using egg whites. A lot of times egg whites freak people out. There's nothing wrong there, folks. It's a classic way of doing cocktails. Believe it or not, we are using Jeppson's Malort, which is a Chicago staple through and through. It's a wormwood flavored liqueur, in addition to root liqueur from Art and the Age of Spirits out of Pennsylvania. Whenever we use egg whites, we'll dry shake, just to emulsify. Add our lemon juice, fresh, always fresh lemon juice. A spiced brown sugar honey syrup that we make in-house. And then some Angostura bitters to finish. Helps round out the cocktail and add a little more aromatics. Then gonna add ice and shake. And the drink is served up in a classic cocktail coupe. You'll notice the egg white provides a nice sort of frothy, foamy head as well. And there you have the Swedish Seed. Cheers.
Katie Johnson would travel for hours just to get the oatmeal shake at her favorite spot. She says for breakfast, with a little something extra, follow her to Ravenswood and check out Tiztal Café.
When I first came to United States 41 years ago, this is my neighborhood, so I grew up here and I like it. We have a good variety of different food. It is very healthy. We try to do as healthy this food as we can. We do all kinds of shakes. The first one is the oatmeal, and then the strawberry. We have banana, coconut, papaya. I try to do no sugar, no water at all, so we can be natural and healthy for everybody. I do have a lot of regulars, a lot of people that have been growing with me for many years. They come and they talk to me and they give me hugs and they stay here 2 or 3 hours. And it makes me proud to people come and they like what I do. I don't have any kids, but this is my kid. This is the way that I love and I enjoy it and I love what I do.
Katie, you say Tiztal is terrific. Tell us why you chose it.
Oh, I can't speak more like highly of the place. I've been going there for years. My boyfriend, his friends introduced us to the place. It's a bright, fun atmosphere. I feel like every time I go there, there's always a few big parties, also some couples. You see all sorts of types. Definitely a great place to start your day with a good meal, and that oatmeal shake is to die for.
Very good.
Oh, good, I'm glad you loved it. Oh my gosh.
It's like rice pudding in a cup.
Yeah.
That was my thought about it, and I love rice pudding.
The food is amazing, fresh every time. I love the omelets. The feta in the omelet, that's one of my favorite. Feta, tomato, onion is like amazing. I just had recently the pesto mozzarella with zucchini and squash. That was great. And then the steak wrap is really good too. The chiquiles, I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Yes, that is so good too. And then you can get any egg with it. The potatoes are amazing. They're like my absolute favorite. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I have a question, Joe. So your wife is Mexican.
Yes.
What did she think of the chilaquiles?
She thought it was good. Was it the best she ever had? No, but she thought it was good. Okay. And likewise with me with the food, you know what I mean? The food was good, you know what I mean? But one thing they got me when we first got there, of course, you go for breakfast. What do you have with breakfast? Coffee. The coffee was cold.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was
Okay.
like, ah, man, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the coffee was
For
cold.
me, the coffee was great.
Yeah.
So that's different, right?
After my cold coffee, the coffee was
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the beginning it was cold. That was a little bummer, but no big deal. You know, it happens.
sure.
You know, life ain't perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bunch of things. We had the chilaquiles with the mole, the green mole, the steak and eggs. When I think of steak and eggs, I don't know about anybody else. Steak and eggs, you're thinking of a nice, thick steak,
Yeah.
a skirt steak or something. It was a thin
Okay.
sandwich
Yeah.
steak. So it was, but maybe that's the
Probably
way they
more
do
like
it there.
breakfast
Yeah,
kinda
you know what I
steak,
mean?
yeah.
It was a good breakfast place that every neighborhood has like a dozen of. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where I'm at and where the place is located, I don't know if I would try, you know, but you would because
Yeah.
you have an attachment to it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
It's I respect that. Everyone
Yeah.
has that one place that they love. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
I've been in Mexico City, often, so kind of tastes more light for me. So this is good for me.
Yeah, good.
So, but a little much as a breakfast.
Yes.
Okay.
But we've been the Sunday or around 11 o'clock. It's like a.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Oh, is
About
it
10:30 on a
Oh,
Sunday.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Prime time.
Relax. I mean, I sit in patio. That's one of the best patio in
Yes,
Chicago
the
for the
patio.
restaurant.
It was kind of
It's a-
tight for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Tight
you
for me.
say, cause my wife said that each space between the table and two in a row need more space. But for me, it's kind of cute, not too big, not
Right.
Right.
right under the tree. Feels so gorgeous.
And he's making me feel so relaxed just thinking
right,
about
I
it.
know.
So relaxed, but people challenging but not lousy, and people really nice. I was wondering, is that most of people seems like they usually come. I took the crepe.
Grapes.
That's crepe, creamy, a Spanish one.
Yeah.
Spinach crepe. That was one of the best for me.
Oh.
You said an oatmeal shake. My wife asked to combine the banana and the chocolate. She loved it.
Yes,
But
it's so
for
good.
me, it's
Yeah.
too sweet.
It's too much?
But,
Yeah.
but I understand very tasty, very healthy.
Yeah.
Katie, what is it that has you passing every other breakfast place in
Right.
town
Yeah.
that keeps you going back there?
I would say that oatmeal shake, hands down for sure. Those potatoes are just to die for. The fact that every time I go,
They're
it feels, yes, and it's fresh. The food is always fresh. The orange juice is fresh.
Yes, the orange juice was great.
So good.
That's
Yes,
right.
so
My daughter
good. Yeah,
loved that
good,
orange juice. Oh, yeah.
good. Even the smoothies too are excellent as well. You can just get a really good solid meal, I feel like.
And they do everything. They make all the sauces in
Yes.
house. They press all the
Yes.
juices fresh.
Definitely, you can tell it's all homemade for sure.
Although the portion was too much to drink or some.
You're in
to take a
Chicago.
direct-
Nobody says that.
But at a breakfast, it's good for the brunch. But it tastes very good.
So, Katie, you chose Tiztal Café. Sum it up for us.
I would say amazing fresh food, and you must have that oatmeal milkshake.
Ario?
Only patio. Depend on the weather, but relaxed, gorgeous. Another world.
Yeah.
Joe?
Oatmeal shake, hands down. If I was in the area, I would definitely go again.
You can try the chilaquiles for yourself at Tiztal Café, 4631 North Clark Street, 773-271-4631. Open for breakfast and lunch every day. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person is $14. So on this week's show, we featured Salero in the West Loop, Sankyu in Mount Prospect, and Tiztal Café in Ravenswood. Let's recap what our guests had to say. First, we raced to Randolph Street and stopped in at Salero. Joe recommends it for outstanding service and Spanish cuisine. Katie thought it had an amazing atmosphere and terrific service. Ario liked the food overall and thought it was an elegant restaurant. Then we went to Northwest Suburbs and visited Sankyu. Ario recommends it for truly authentic Japanese atmosphere and cuisine. Joe said it was a new experience for him and he liked it overall. Katie thought the food was delicious and had a great time. Lastly, we made our way to Clark Street and stopped in at Tiztal Café. Katie recommends it for a delicious breakfast and an extraordinary oatmeal shake. Joe liked his experience overall, but won't go out of his way to return. Ario loved the friendly, welcoming environment and the cute outdoor patio. We had a great time this week. I want to thank my guests, Joe Battaglia, Sumito Ariyoshi, and Katie Johnson. Join us next week for 3 new guests recommending 3 of their favorite restaurants right here on Check Please. I'm Catherine Durio, and I'll see you then. Cheers.
For more information about the restaurants featured on Check Please, go to WTTW.com/checkplease.